Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Nowie's Dive Team Report. I'm your host, Greg Martin. You know, we have talked in the past a number of times about Nowie being a worldwide organization. I know a lot of us here in the United States tend to think that Nowie is just a local group here in the States, but it is not, as we have talked before. Recently, there was a change in one of the parts of the world, and we'd like to pass that on to you and let you know that we have a new representative in South Africa. And it always, whenever I say the word South Africa and diving in the same realm, I get a little confused. So let's go to the expert. We have Quentin de Boer, who is the new manager of Nowie Services South Africa, on the phone with us. Good morning, and well, I guess it's good evening for you, isn't it?
It is, Greg, and yes, good evening to you. Maybe just one correction, which is it's actually Nowie Southern Africa, and I'll explain the difference now. It is South Africa and all adjacent territories, let's put it that way, countries and islands.
Okay, thank you for correcting me. Now explain why it's Southern Africa.
So it is South Africa, and a bunch of our neighboring countries is also included in the territory, as well as a bunch of we've got quite a bit of islands surrounding us. So all the surrounding islands as well. So from this service center, we serve all of them. You know, Nowie's been around for a better part of almost 30 years in Southern Africa. And yeah, we've got everything from coastal dives, inland dives, caves, warm water, cold water, great white sharks. We've got quite the variety.
What brought you into diving?
Well, it's actually quite funny. I've always had a great love of water, so I was always around water. Firstly, started out working alongside people in the diving industry. And ever since I put the cylinder on my back, I knew this was for me, you know. Yes, I'm one of those rare individuals that really gravitated towards technical diving quite fast. My wife would argue that she's a bit of an island diver. She likes the clear waters, all of that. I do kind of find myself more in the cave. But yes, I think Southern Africa just delivers all of that. You know, there's a very wide variety of diving and diving activities going on the continent itself as well.
You were recently running for a board position with Nowie, yes?
I was in the running for the board last year. Ended fifth. They only selected the first three because there was only 3 available seats. But I got the opportunity to be an international advisor. So one of the new changes in the S&Ps allows for international advisors for each region. What that allowed me to do is I was still able to give my input to the board meetings, but I don't actually have a vote as a board member would have a vote.
What was it that drove you to try and become a board member?
I think, just worldwide representation. Like you started off this podcast by saying, Nowie is an international organization. And I think all my visits to the States, I don't think that anybody's denying, but I do think that, some of the American instructors do not necessarily see the outside. And I think they should take pride in the fact that we are a worldwide organization, with the same training standards, the same high standards across the world and everywhere we find ourselves. And it's nice I'm sure it's nice for an American diver as well, coming to visit, an island off the coast of Southern Africa, presenting their Nowie card and having that same prestige as they would have actually in the States.
So I want to talk diving for just a second here. Southern Africa, I don't know anything about the region, and is there a must-dive location? I mean, is there you got to do this if you're coming?
Well, let's quickly talk about Sodwana. It's off the south coast in Southern Africa. One of our favorite dive spots in Southern Africa itself, and this is in South Africa. Very, very well known in terms of, if we're talking technical diving, in terms of the coelacanth. Coelacanth was rediscovered there. It's a 105-meter dive, so completely technical dive. You drop into a canyon where, yes, you can find the coelacanths, long believed to be extinct, so that's a big, big drawing card for technical divers. Sodwana has also got quite a wide variety of fish life and a lot shallower reefs. So worldwide, there's a bunch of people coming to dive Sodwana, very, very well known. Moving up the coast a little bit into our neighboring country, being Mozambique, bit warmer waters, what you would expect, more tropical type reef. That's the type of stuff you'd find there. Then if you would move all the way down our coast into Cape Town, more towards our southern point, there you'd find very, very cold water. It's kelp-type forest dives, great white shark, very, very prominent there if you want to spot that. Like I said to you previously, quite a wide variety moving inland. You get the various cave systems. Still the cave system in the Karoo in South Africa itself, still the world record for the deepest cave dive is held there. So it's a very, very deep hole. It's around about 270 meters. Again, that's the playground for very, very, on the technical side. It's a whole different discussion, but yes, quite a bit of variety all over the show. So
nice. So you've just proven me totally wrong that there is a lot of diving in Southern Africa, right?
Well, we try our best. Like I said, we've also got, I'm sure most Americans know Madagascar, from the movie.
Of course.
It's not quite the movie. We've had some visitors there that ask us, where's the penguins? It's a bit warm for the penguins to arrive, but we still get the questions. Again, just, absolutely, whale sharks, October month, you would, in the Bay Area there in Madagascar, you see anything from about 30 to about 50 whale sharks every time you go out. I mean, it's just the migration pattern. Obviously, Southern Africa, I don't know if you're familiar with the Sardine Run, very, very interesting natural occurrence that happens where it's literally, the sardines migrate and it's literally a spectacle of just life everywhere, from fishes eating the sardines, dolphins chasing them up from the bottom, sharks feeding off the bait balls. If you're in the water, it sounds funny, but you need to watch out for birds coming from the sky. It's quite spectacular.
Yeah. That's something you don't typically have to worry about, but as a diver. But in your case, you do, right?
Yes, well, only certain times of the year, but yes, no. Once if it's sardine season, you easily sit at 10 meters, 33 feet in your terms, and you would see a bird coming down right next to you.
Fascinating. That would just, that's the kind of thing that I think all of us as divers want to see. Quentin, wish you the best of luck down in Southern Africa, and keep up the strong Naui work.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. We'll be back next week with more on the Naui Dive Team Report. Thanks for joining us. This is Greg Martin. I'll see you underwater.